Okay. Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope I'm audible and visible to all of you now. Okay. We are going to begin with the session. This week, we'll be doing verbal reasoning, okay? And the trainer for you guys will be Mrs. Annapurna Murugan. Okay, guys? Yeah. So make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise-free environment where you sit, and we recommend you to use your earphones for the best experience. If you have any problem, you can rejoin the session because if the trainer will have any problem, she'll say so. Or if I will have any problem, we'll say so. So if it's a problem from your side, just rejoin the session, okay? And please respect your instructor, your classmates, and yourself, and do not write anything inappropriate in the chat box tags. Moving forward, we have these three memberships: bronze, silver, and gold. In the bronze membership, we get these facilities. There is a 4-week IELTS course, 1 AI validated mock test, you show university recommendation, free profile evaluation, counselor support. Okay, you get all these facilities that are listed over here. Okay, and then you get the silver membership, in which you'll get the more mock tests, 12 IELTS sectional test, you should pro university recommendation, smart application tracking. Okay, and guys, if you want to go for one-on-one 20 hours IELTS coaching with a trainer or facilities like SOP, LOR, and visa, you want help in all of that, you can go for the gold membership. If anybody wants to know more about it, just drop in your details in the chat box and I'll get back. Our team will get back to you. We have this free profile evaluation. You can book your slot from our website itself. In this, our experts will be giving you an evaluation. Your profile evaluation will be done by our experts. You will be getting university shortlisting, post recommendation, country recommendations. Okay, and the recommendations report will be created for you. It's a personalized report at the end of every profile evaluation. Okay, and all of the doubt clearance will be done for you from A to Z. That is shortlisting, application, scholarship, all of it. Okay, moving forward, we have these free live Duolingo classes that goes on from 6:30 to 7:30 daily, Monday to Friday, and it's a 2-week course, guys. You can enroll for it from our website itself. I'll show you how. And we also have this free IELTS classes that goes on from Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 8:30. These are again online classes, and you get 20 plus hours IELTS live class, and post recordings are available. Okay, not only that, we also provide 20 plus classroom worksheets for your extensive practice, guys. Okay, so these are a few reviews that we've gotten. Okay, so this is our homepage, the homepage of Ubergrad.com. Okay, you need to go over here on solutions. You need to go on free profile evaluation. You can go here and book your slot now. Like choose the your feasible date, like for example 28, and choose the time and then book. Okay, it's just this easy. Not only that, you can go to solutions, go to store, and enroll in as many courses as you feel like. You can know about the additional services that we provide. There is education loans, forex card, accommodation, international SIM, US credit card, US bank account, everything, guys. Okay, now we've added more services. Okay, so you can just get access to all of it. And these are a few blogs that we've uploaded. You can gain knowledge just from using our website only. Okay, you don't need anybody else to give you knowledge about various stuff. We have uploaded so many things on our website. So go to solutions, it's very easy, everything's in front of you. Okay, you can go and search for DIY. Okay, this is a new thing we've added for you guys. See, we have this feature known as Relief, in which you get R stands for do your research, ace your exams, list best fit universities, initiate application, enroll in a university, get visa, and fly. All of this, see, you can, it's see, all of the steps are explained. Okay, so you can just easily just read and explore our website itself. If you have any issues, you can ask me very easily. Go to your name over here, go to my test preparation, go to this GRE Comprehensive Live Classes course, click on view course, you land upon this tab. Okay, so course introduction, verbal ability, read week 2, short RC, and AWA. Okay, so I'll drop in the handout link in the chat box very quickly. Okay, you can use this handout while which access are you talking about? I mean, it's accessible to everybody. Like Ubergrad.com is on Google only. It's accessible to everybody. Just the link above. Okay, you need to enroll in the course first. Like I'll show you how to enroll in the course. Okay. So I've shown you how you'll get, and you'll get the recording over here by tomorrow morning. Okay, itself by tomorrow morning. I'll show you. Wait. See, this is the home page. Go to solutions. Go to store. Okay. Then scroll down. Go on this course. GRE. Okay. Wait. Go on GRE itself. Okay. Go on GRE Comprehensive Live Classes course and enroll in that course. You'll get everything. Okay. All of the details are available for you there itself. Okay. If you, okay, I'm sorry. Just a second. Go to store. You've gone to store, right? Go to GRE Comprehensive Live Classes course. Okay. And enroll in it, because I have already enrolled. That's why view course is showing. Go and enroll in it, and you'll get easy access to all of the material there. Okay. Now I'll just hand over the session to ma'am. Guys, have a great session, and if you have any queries, ask me at the end of the session now. Okay. Ma'am, you can take over the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Supriya. Yes. Guys, like with regards to whiteboard link, don't worry, because right now I'll be presenting the screen. So when I present the screen, so I'll be sharing the whiteboard. So you will be getting access to that. And also, since our class will be recorded, so therefore you will have the visibility for the screen always till the time you have this recording with you guys. Okay? Right. I guess Payal, so your this one is solved. Okay, don't worry about that access. Okay, I guess everyone is doing good here. So we are, yes. So I'm doing good, Gayatri. So thank you so much. I hope the same thing from all of you. So you guys are doing it. Okay, guys, today, before going for today's session, did you guys practice on anything on reading? If not, kindly practice. Don't take reading comprehensions for granted. So kindly practice them, okay? Because that is the spot. So where you will be getting what is that the complete score. Because all the questions answer will be in the passages only. Hence, if you work little bit on it, you will be getting your like all questions answer correct, which increases the scores, isn't it? So therefore, like kindly practice on RCs. Okay, so let us come to today's session. Today's session is based on short passages. But let me, Payal, today we are going to do the short passages. That is nothing but critical reasonings or logical reasonings. Okay. Today we are going to work on short passages. That is nothing but your arguments. So which technically we call as CRs or critical reasonings or logical reasonings. First of all, let me narrate how your RCs and CRs are different and what are those things like you people need to work on. So all these things I'll be narrating to you guys. Okay, Payal, don't worry. So I'll be telling you the major difference between premise, assumption, counter premise, conclusions, everything I'll be discussing out here. Don't actually worry about these things. So I'll make your lives easier. So on CR, yeah. So let me share the screen, guys, here. So let me go to our whiteboard. Yes. I guess everyone could see here. Okay, so Hemant, don't worry. So it is your first class, not an issue, because our class is a rota class. That means every week we are going to present one particular topic. Okay, so therefore you will not be missing anything, because after the complete cycle, so we'll be starting off with a new cycle again, where we'll be covering the different topics again. So don't worry about this. But make sure that this week, that 1 week complete classes you attend, so that you will be having the complete idea of that topic. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, Payal, so no worries, Payal. So the same thing for you also. So today is the first class of our critical reasoning, short passages, or legal reasoning. That means all these things are same. What is this? Short passage, critical reasoning, logical reasoning. All these things I can say is one particular thing. Okay, don't get confused. So if someone say that, oh, you need to work on LR, verbal LR, or if they say that you need to work on CR, or you need to work on short passage, so all these are one and same. Okay. Now, let me tell the difference between reading comprehension and short passages. Reading comprehension's entire article they will be giving. Here, the questions that you are going to get will be based on just understanding the passage purely. Just understanding the passage purely in the sense what? You need to just understand what is happening, and so that's it. But when it comes to short passages, you need to understand why it is happening. Okay, so it is not just what is happening in the reading comprehension. Okay, what is the given information, what is happening, that is what you are going to understand, and your questions will be based on that only. But a step ahead you will be doing in your short passages. Why that is happening? What is the reason behind that particular idea? How that particular idea is evidenced? So what is the main this one agenda? So all these things, that means little more investigation into the written article is what you need to do on the critical reasoning and logical reasoning. The name itself says, isn't it? Reasoning in the sense what? You need to reason out why it is happening. What is the reason? What is the purpose? So that reasoning you need to identify. So therefore, you may think that long passages, oh, we need to do the long passages, it may be tough or etc. etc. Guys, actually it is not tough. Basically, if you see reading comprehensions when compared to CR, it is not tough. CR, even though it is short passages, but you will be seeing that it will be quite complicated. Okay, why I'm using the word complicated here, it's not to fear you guys or demotivate, just I want to give you the clarity here. But you know, if you understand the things properly, CR is also one place where you can get the complete score. You will start loving the subject if you start understanding. In fact, after our 5th day of class, you people will have a special love to the CR. Why? It is like a puzzle. Okay, it is not boring. It will be like a puzzle and interesting. So you'll start liking to do that. And in fact, you know what is the a lifelong benefit of doing the CR or LR? You will become very intellectual. You won't analyze any situation just randomly. Your decisions will become strong there. Okay. And you know why CR is there in your GRE exam? Because of this only. Because you people are going to do MS, okay, masters. Masters is not a story of joke or anything, okay. Here you need to be a critical reasoner. You need to understand the situations. You need to, when you're taking the serious decisions, you need to understand and you need to interpret the things. That quality should be one of the important thing for any MS graduate, because after MS you will be taking over a company in the form of manager, in the position of managers or a leader or a TL. Okay, TL cannot just read, understand and just give the decisions like that. You need to interpret, understand, and then you need to present the things. That is what we need. That is why we have these questions here. Okay, let me tell you what exactly happens on your short passages or critical reasonings or the logical reasoning. I would like to start off with our general example, because I feel that if I give you academic example, you will not really understand what is this argument or critical reasoning argument will be. See, for example, you people are all in the class. Yeah. What is that? You people are you have decided to take up GRE online class conducted by Ubergrad. Okay. This is your final decision, isn't it? You decided, so you are trying to take up the class. That means what? This is your decision. This decision is nothing but your conclusion. I can use another word, conclusion here. Why did you take up this decision? What is the reason? What is the reason that you took up this? That could be, can you tell me the reasons here? Please text me here in the chat box. To score better. To score better. Okay. To score better, you took up GRE online classes. Do you think to score better you wanted to have a GRE online class? To score better, you should just give this one. To score better, you need a professional help. Isn't it? Professional help. That's what. To score better and to get better guidance, you need professional help, and that is done by Ubergrad, and hence you people join. Why you need to score better and why you need to get a appropriate guidance here? Because you need to give GRE, you need to get admissions in USA, isn't it? For MS. MSA in topmost university. And topmost university has a criteria of GRE, isn't it? So to score better on GRE, you need professional help. That professional help is presented by Ubergrad. So you people took the GRE online classes. Now, let me describe the situation here. The main conclusion is you people deciding to take up the GRE classes is your conclusion. Okay. So conclusion is what? Your GRE, taking GRE online classes. Why taking GRE online classes? So one is certain people require professional help. Okay. Certain people felt that it is flexible because it is in the evening, it is online class, it is flexible. Okay. So the immediate reasons are this one. What is the immediate reason that you are taking GRE online classes from us? Because some felt that we now need professional help and guidance. Some felt that, okay, that professional help and guidance could be like very flexible in this mode. So you people took. That is the immediate reason. Why you people need the professional help to score better on GRE exam? This is the immediate reason why you people took this class. This one, professional help. So, and flexibility. Flexibility and professional help is the immediate reason. So therefore, the immediate reason that has made you to take the decision is your premise. Now, guys, get it here. See, I'm trying to tell you what is this premise. Premise is nothing but you may have many reasons. Okay, you may have many reasons, many hidden reasons for something to happen, but there will be always one immediate reason. So that will make you to take the conclusion. Okay, that will make you to take that final decision. That immediate reason is what your premise. Not every reason will give rise to take the decision, isn't it? The immediate reason, so that made you to pick up the decision, that is called as premise. Now you people, we have the other reasons to score better on GRE, to give GRE exam. GRE is a mandatory exam for USA, and to get into topmost universities. All these things are what? Secondary. In fact, the background, I can say, isn't it? So that means, other than that immediate reason, whatever the other reasons comes into our this one loop, so all those things we can consider as what? Background. What we can consider them to be? We can consider them to be as our background. Okay, so that's what. So now I guess you people understood. So what is the difference between background and premise? See, background and premise, they're all evidences, they're all reasons. But so what is the difference between the premise and the background? Premise is that immediate reason, the immediate reason that has made you to take that decision, that conclusion. So we call that as what? Our premise. Okay, so and what is your background? So background is nothing but the secondary premises, we can say, that extra information which is adding on to our decision. Okay, so that is nothing but our so background here. Now you will be having one counter argument also. Counter premise. Counter in the sense what? Opposite. Premise is what? Supporting element. So counter premise means what? So something which is opposing our decision. If I say we have few Ivy League universities which don't require GRE as admission requirement. So most of you wanted to join some nice high top profile universities. Ivy League universities are top profile universities. If there is an idea which is not actually true here, I'm just giving the example here for counter premise. If they say that Ivy League university don't require GRE as an admission criteria, that means what? That is not supporting your decision, right? Why you're taking GRE classes then? If the universities, topmost university don't require, so this one, what is that? Your GRE as a mandatory thing, then why you people want to give? Why the taking a strain? Don't you think that is discouraging your conclusion? Yes. The idea that discourages your conclusion, that will not support your conclusion, we can consider that as what? Our counter premise. Okay, what is our counter premise? The counter premise is nothing but the idea or the evidence that will discourage or that will not support your this one. What is that? I can say the decisions, the conclusion. So that we can consider that as our counter premise. Getting it, guys? Any queries on this? Get it cleared here itself. Okay, right, good. We'll do this practice right now. Okay, so now let me share the another this one. Okay, yes. Okay, so you can see here the short passages, whatever I narrated, the same thing we have formulated and just presented here. Basically, maximum 100 words it will be having. So it will be basically what? Based to understand, like why this argument has come, why the evidences are used, what is it you're evaluating there. Okay, so that characteristic we need to develop. Now let me tell you, so the 4 important building blocks of our argument are, Okay. The main core, as I said, the main decision. In simple words, try to understand the things in simple words. The core, the main decision. Okay. So it could be judgment, it could be prediction, it could be the statement of the causality, it could be the outcome of the plan. So that thing we call it as conclusion. And why this conclusion takes place, this supports, okay, premise, that immediate reason why that conclusion has happened. So that immediate reason is your premise. What is that? We can take this as, we can take that as our premise. What is the premise? The immediate reason why that thing has come into this one. Okay. And then we have background. That means many other things, so which will speak here. So that can be considered as our background. That means multiple ideas, basically facts, figures, some historical informations, so data, descriptions of plans or ideas, all these things we can consider as background. Counter premise or counterpoint is what? Which will not support our decision, okay, which opposes or which goes against the author's conclusion. So that we can consider as our counter premise. Okay, so now let me give you some of the cues or some of the this one words that may indirectly show that, okay, this is your conclusion, this is your thing, like the transition words. However, when we work on vocabularies, I'll be giving you all 250 transition words. I'll be presenting it. Why? Because without transition word knowledge, without understanding its usage, so your text completion and sentence equivalence will become difficult there. So therefore, let us have some of the words here which will be indicating the cause and effect. See, cause and effect, that means what? It is basically giving you or directing you towards your conclusion. Therefore, thus, so, consequently, for this reason, it follows that, as a result. So that means all these are leading to, if we have these words, you can blindly think that, oh, this is our, what is that? Conclusion. A sentence followed by that could be our conclusion. Therefore, these are keywords, I can say. You people try to have an eye on these things when you're reading it. Okay. So, and then we have even something like even though, although, whereas, despite, while it is true, that all these things also will try to give some kind of indication that it is a core idea. Okay. Then contrast in the sense it may give like contrary idea, so it may change the direction, so disputing to the earlier point. However, but, yet, nevertheless, even so, so all these things also will be there. And the premise, so how you can come to know that? See, but every time as the difficulty level of critical reasoning goes up, you will be seeing that you won't be given directly this indications, simple indications, because since after all these indications will not be there. So I want you people to understand by the context. Yeah, when you get that simple, less difficult wala questions, at that time you may find these indications here. Okay. So totally, if I want to present overall, so this is the cheat sheet that you people need to remember. Okay. What is premise? What is conclusion? So what is this intermediate conclusion or this one? So, and now background and the counter premise. So this is what basically till now we have discussed. Okay. Got it, guys? Is it clear here? Right. Now, let me talk about, so how we are, what is that first step that you need to do here? The first step, so that you need to do as soon as the critical reasoning questions comes in, you will be having the short passages like this. Can you see the short passages here? You will be having the passages like this, and what you need to do. See, in the reading comprehensions, what you guys were doing, so the reading comprehensions, I said you people to summarize, not to read completely, but you need to know the main idea there. Okay. But in the short passages, I want you people to understand every bit of the sentence. Every sentence you need to understand in detail. Why? Because you need to know which sentence is acting as what here. You cannot just randomly get the summary. You need to know every sentence in detail. So therefore, every sentence you should understand what it is saying. Not only that, you need to understand what it is saying, you need to even find out how the previous sentence is related to the next sentence, how the succeeding sentence is related to the preceding sentence. That you need to identify. Along with that, so I want you people to deconstruct and identify mainly the first conclusion. As soon as you read the argument, see there and deconstruct the argument. Argument in the sense short passage. Okay, don't get confused here. This short passage, whenever you get, you try to read and deconstruct. First thing is you need to find the final decision. That is the core of the argument. That is nothing but your conclusion. Once you get the conclusion, you will be very easy to identify your this one. What is that? The premise. So once the premise you find, so it will be very easy to recognize your this one background. And if at all, if we have counter premise, that will also be very easy to find out. Therefore, the first and foremost thing that you need to do here is what? Deconstruct your argument. And what is the meaning of deconstruction? Deconstruction is nothing but breaking up the argument, or identifying or segregating or naming, so which is conclusion, which is premise, which is your background, and which is your counter premise. Okay, so that is the thing that we need to do here. Whenever the passage, short passages are there, don't think that all of these components will be present. Many times you will be seeing that, so you may not have the conclusion there, you may not have the premise, you may not have your background, or you may not have your this one counter premise. Don't think that always you will be having everything here. We may not have few of the things also, we may have all of the things also. Now I want every one of you to deconstruct these passages. First, let us start with first one. You read it, understand it, you tell me. See, we have how many sentences here? So from program to current rate is one sentence. From even to overtime is second sentence. And for this reason to program is three sentences. Tell me here which is your conclusion, which is your premise. Sorry, guys, which is your background and which is your counter premise. Okay, so kindly look through. I'll give you few minutes, but I need everyone to answer. Okay, so kindly do it. The screen is visible for you, displayed for you. Start doing it properly. Understand. This is important step. If you don't do this step, you will not be able to answer any question on critical reasoning. This is the first important step that you need to learn when you are doing short passages or critical reasoning. Okay, so I have your file saying for this reason is a cause and effect. Even if the government is the contrast. No, Payal, I need clear cut, which is conclusion, which is premise, which is your background. And if at all, if you have any kind of this one counter, you can tell me. Okay. Okay, sentence 3 is the conclusion. Okay, you can label like that. Sentence 3, you can say sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3. A conclusion is sentence 3 according to Trupti. Okay. What about others? Guys, everyone try to present this. No worries. Even if it is wrong also, not an issue. You need to give a try. First one is premise according to Sandesh. Okay. Sai Kumar is also saying it is first one is premise. Okay, Rekha is saying it is second one is background, and Shruti is trying to say it is counter premise. Okay, so Shruti, can you tell me why it is counter premise? Can you just write it out? Okay, premise 2, conclusion. Bharat is saying premise is 2, conclusion is 3, and 1 is background. Okay, I'll disclose the answer. Okay, conclusion, sentence 3, background is sentence 1, and counter premise is sentence 2. Okay, I could see you guys answering. Okay, partially it is correct and partially it is incorrect. But Bharat's, it is correct. Okay, so let me tell, no worries. But I appreciate, I applaud for your try. So all of you, so very good. So give the try like this. So now let me narrate every sentence here so that you people will understand. So what exactly it is. A program instituted by a state government to raise money allows homeowners to prepay their future property taxes at the current rate. What is it trying to say? It is trying to talk about some program, or it is talking about a program that is already, what is that? Instituted. That means it is made by the state government. Okay. So that means what? It is a factual information. Something that is true, okay, something that has happened. So therefore what? It can be a factual information. So if it is a factual information, definitely what it can be? It can be some kind of background. But however, let us not freeze it, okay? Until and unless we don't get the conclusion, we can't freeze it. Why? Because we need to know what is the conclusion and why the conclusion has happened. So therefore, let us keep it aside. Let me read the next sentence. Even if the government were to raise the tax rate in a subsequent year, any prepaid taxes would allow homeowner to maintain the taxes at the lower rate. What it is trying to give? It is trying to give the consequence. What is the consequence? Even according to this, whatever the program, even by chance, if the government increases the tax rate in the next coming years, whoever had paid this prepaid taxes, so they will be paying, they will be maintaining that lower rate at which they had paid their prepaid taxes, which indirectly lowering the overall property tax burden over time. Remaining the tax rate at lower rate is leading to what? The tax burden will come down over the time. For this reason, homeowners should participate in the program. What is the author conclusion saying? Homeowners should participate in the program. This is the conclusion. So from this, you people will come to know that is the conclusion. Why that conclusion is happening? Because the tax burden will be lessened over the time. Okay. That means what is your premise? It is reducing the property tax burden over the time. So that means lowering the overall property tax burden over the time, because it reduces the tax burden over the time. So that piece of information is motivating, or it is the main thing why homeowners should participate in the program. So therefore that piece of information is what our premise. And now we have this consolidated or secondary premise is which one? So this description. Even if the government reduces the tax, increases the tax rate, but those who have picked up prepaid taxes will be maintaining the tax rate at the lower rate only. So this thing is what I can say secondary premise. Okay, why? Because it is adding on to the idea, but main thing is the burden will be reduced, so only they need to participate. So therefore, this is important, but it is not that important as this idea. Therefore, what is this? This is the secondary premise, we can say this idea. While so when we see a program instituted by a state government, that is a kind of background why it is giving us the factual information, because it is giving us this factual information. Therefore, it is what? Background. Getting it? Understood, guys, this one? Everyone? Did you guys understand? Yes, this is how you need to analyze the arguments. Okay, if you don't analyze in this way, we may end up missing on some of the important information. That means we need to lot of analyze here. In critical reasoning, get ready for this 1 week to analyze in depth the things. Okay, so therefore this is the thing. Now let us do the second one also. Second one, you may get the passages this small also. Okay. So now don't think that, oh, we may, what is this? Only 3 sentences. I mean, two sentences and 3 lines passage. We may get this also. So now I'll give you time. So just look at this and tell me the same thing. What is your conclusion? What is your, this one premise? What is your background? And what is your, this one, what is that? Counter premise. And here we didn't had anything countering. Okay. The second statement was not countering. It was actually giving us the reason why one has to participate in the program. Okay. Those who have thought about the counter premise, so just be careful. We actually, it was not going against the decision, isn't it? Okay. So now do the second one, guys. Deconstruction. See why everything I'll give you practically, because this is the way you people need to work on when CR question comes. First thing is you need to basically deconstruct. Start deconstructing. Second question. Tay-Sachs diseases from there. Yes. Okay, sentence 1, Payal has written. Payal, recheck, dear. Recheck, reread and try to understand. Okay, Trupti also. I'm giving you the hint. Trupti, Aravindan. So kindly recheck. Payal, Aravindan, Trupti and all recheck. Reread it. Reread and you try to see. Okay, Aaron has come out with a background as a first line. Okay. Guys, even others also need to try. We have so many students here. Give a try. If you don't try here, you will hesitate to try even when you are doing it alone. Atya, recheck, dear. Bhargav also. Bhargav, second part of the second. Okay, premise. Bhargav, recheck. Okay, Payal. Okay, guys, let me tell you guys what it is. See, we all know that many times. So conclusion is what? Some kind of decision, some kind of judgment, some kind of so indication, isn't it? Okay, Payal, you're confused. No worries. I'll be telling you. So everyone concentrate here. What is the first sentence trying to say? Tay-Sachs disease, a usually fatal genetic condition caused by buildup of gangliocytes in nerve cells, so occurs more frequently among this than among general population. What is it trying to say? They are trying to say, see, the sentence is so lengthy, we try to get confused. But try to see or try to focus on what is the idea that is generally said. They're talking about Tay-Sachs disease. They explain what this Tay-Sachs disease is. Then ultimately what they said, where among whom it is occurring. Okay. So that means what? It is a general idea. It is a general idea. It is like, what is that? A factual information. They describe the Tay-Sachs disease, among whom it will be found. That also it is said. That means mostly it is a background. Why? It is only giving the factual information. Okay. The age of onset is typically 6 months and generally results in death by the age of 4. This is also giving you what? A kind of factual information. Any decision is there, any reasoning is there here. So it is also trying to say what? When it will be starting, 6 months, and when it will be the death will be happening. So by 4 years. That means what? It is again a factual information. Both the sentences here given, so they are trying to narrate, they are explaining what the disease is. Something which comes as an explanation about something is always a what? Factual information. And this factual information, so is what? So it is your background. Okay, what is this? This is our factual information. So both the sentences presented here will be our background. That means we are not given with any conclusion, we are not given with any premise. This is purely what? So it is your background here. So if they give only background, you know what type of questions they will be asking. They will be asking you to find the conclusion. What could be the conclusion of this passage that time? So you need to speak. So this is how our deconstruction takes place. That means this is how our arguments also come in, where we may not have. So see why it will be. See, it is observation. They're trying generally result in death by the age of 4. This is the observation, right? Generally is what? A common trait. Common trait, what is that? Commonly there will be a death by 4. It is the observation. So this observation, how can it be a conclusion? Isn't it, Vidhi? So therefore it is what? So our background. Okay. So this is how the first important thing that you people need to do as soon as you get your argument is to deconstruct. Okay. So the first thing, what? The first step whenever you are approaching your GRE short passages or critical reasonings, the first thing that you need to focus on is concentrating on your deconstruction. In deconstruction, you need to identify conclusion, you need to identify premise, you need to identify your background and counter premise, if any. Okay, so this is what we did today. Now you people can ask me all the questions you have till now, so with regards to this class. You can start posting the questions now. Quickly. No questions. And tomorrow we'll be discussing different types of questions and we'll be solving them. So we don't need to expect to have all three in the same passage. Yes, Gayatri, that's true. So we may not have all the three. So in the passages, we may have everything. So we may not have so few of them. So in the same. Pile, how do we practice? Yes, we have many short passages that will be given to you people in your handouts. Kindly practice them. The first thing, don't try to answer the question. So take up at least 50 to 60 short passages. Start deconstructing first. Be perfect in your deconstruction. If you get yourself perfect on a deconstruction, so then your answers will go correct. Okay. So that is the first important thing. So kindly practice on that in that way. Ma'am, can you provide some more questions? Yes, in your handouts, it will be there. Okay. You will be having extensive handouts with regards to practices. Yeah, premise is that immediate reason why that conclusion happens. Okay. So like it is the immediate reason. We may have thousands of reasons, but the immediate reason why like that decision has happened. Say, for example, during our COVID, so suddenly government announced lockdown. Why did the government announce lockdown? Whether because COVID was there or whether the spread of COVID was happening very vigorously. The spread of COVID was happening very vigorously to stop the spread. I mean, to have a hold on the spread. So what happened? So they announced the lockdown. Okay. Lockdown because the spread was happening. The spread happening was the immediate reason, isn't it? So that could be your premise there. I hope, Sai, you understood. So the counter premise is what? So if it says that if they had an idea that COVID so did not actually spread, okay, it was just a random increase in the cases. If there was some research like that, then we could say that was a counter premise there. It was not contagious disease. If COVID was not contagious disease, then so having a lockdown so will not be supported by that idea. Okay. Okay, Aravindam, background is that general ideas. Okay, for example, yeah, COVID, actually, we started having a pandemic, COVID. Okay, in COVID, we have different symptoms like coughing, fever, all these things. The deaths are happening. So, all these things are what background information of so that particular thing. Got it? Background is what? Yes, they are important information with regards to conclusion, but they won't be as important to take the decision. It could be factual informations, it could be factual theories, data. So all these things will be your this one. Okay, so backgrounds. Yes, Atya. So basically, the background is your factual information. Okay. Any doubts, guys? Because now another 4 days we'll be breaking up and we'll be trying to, what is that? We deconstruct and then we'll solve all types of questions. So you will get that expert level. So you will start understanding what is premise, what is conclusion and everything. Today you may be little confused, but however, revise this class once you get the recording and try to take a few more passages and start, what is that? Finding out which is your conclusion, which is your this one. So you try to do it. Okay. Any other queries you people have? So Irene, if you have any queries with regards to Telegram, you should ask our moderators. Okay. Our Supriya will be answering you. Jaswant, it will be in your portal only. The recorded sessions will be in your portal only. By tomorrow, you'll be receiving. But if you have doubt again, you ask our moderators who will be addressing and we will be showing you. So where exactly you will be having the things there. Okay? Right. Any further queries? Okay. I guess welcome, Gayatri. Okay, great, Rekha. Right.